problems. It's a mistake to really tell people don't fight, because fights arise. They're natural.
Dr. John Gottman, a psychologist, is a modern-day marriage guru who says the way a couple fights tells a lot about the health of their relationship. He runs a kind of repair shop for broken marriages in Seattle called the Gottman Institute.
There's people who avoid conflict. There's the sort of volatile, passionate marriage that, really seems to enjoy the debate, and an in-between kind of marriage that fights on some things but not others.
And all of them can have happy marriage.
All of them can have happy marriages. That's the way you can change, when you feel basically accepted.
In fact, he holds seminars for couples in conflict, teaching them how to fight right. And he's analyzed hundreds of these couples in his so-called love lab at the University of Washington. How good are you at picking out the doomed marriages from the promising ones?
So far, we're over 90% in 3 different studies.
And you're able to basically say this couple will probably be headed for divorce court.
Right.
With those kinds of odds, we asked Dr. Gottman to work with the Walters and the Smouses at our expense to see if he could help them learn to fight better. We had them visit Gottman's lab, where they filled out a marriage satisfaction questionnaire, then answered questions about their marital history.
Did you immediately start dating, or how did that happen?
So did you take a honeymoon?
What have been the really hard times for you?
How'd you guys finally work through that?
What would happen when you felt jealous?
Okay, so we're going to put this on this hand.
Next, they were hitched up to electrodes, then asked to talk about an area of tension and monitored for 10 minutes.
Why do you feel obligated?
I don't feel obligated.
And pressured.
I don't feel obligated and pressured.
Well,
don't tell me what I think.
Well,
Gottman's
that's
team
what you're
watches
saying.
facial expressions, heart rate, sweat rate, second by second.
Resolving.
Can I talk?
All I can do is express
Can
myself.
I talk?
Yeah. But we're
Can I
supposed
talk? So very high.
Very high.
And Dr. Gottman noticed something alarming about the Walters.
Who said that?
Okay, you did.
No, it doesn't.
You did too.
Both their heart rates went up to 116 beats a minute, while they were talking about this stuff. And they're not on a treadmill. When your heart rate gets up to that level, people can't creatively problem solve. They can't open up. They're kind of defended.
The Smouses lab results were more troubling.
Did you walk out of the house with all the stuff laying on the table, or the dishes in the sink, or...
In the marriage questionnaire, Karen was deeply unhappy and admitted that she was even considering divorce. It doesn't take an expert to see that they're in big trouble.
They are at the sort of 5% of the lowest couples in terms of fondness, admiration, respect. They're sort of at the bottom 5%.
That's really discouraging.
It's very discouraging. This is an abusive relationship, psychologically abusive, not physically abusive, but psychologically abusive.
Later, Dr. Gottman shared his concerns with the Smouses.
I think your marriage is in a state of crisis. I would describe it as in a state of crisis.
How difficult was that to hear that you're in crisis, that your marriage is in serious crisis?
Uncomfortable, but I think we can pull through it.
Do you think you can do it?
I wouldn't be here if I thought that there was no hope.